Hallelujah. Praise the name of Jesus. The origin of secular music was from the devil himself. He introduced it in order to make people divert from the true worship of God. And immediately after the fall of man, he positioned his battalion, and through Cain's offspring, Lamech married two women, and one man that was born was called Tubal-Cain. He was a forger of instruments of bronze and iron. And also and the other woman, there was born who fathered all who play the lyre and the pipe. So there is a forger of the instruments, there is a prayer, now there is no dancer. So the devil is seeking for a dancer and a worshiper to worship his image and worship and sing his music. So he has already positioned his men. So when the children of Israel went into the land of Egypt, remember Egypt is ruled by a Babylonian spirit. The spirit of slavery, the spirit of oppression is the spirit of the devil. So that's why Moses was told by Pharaoh, which God? And Pharaoh told Moses, I do not know your God. So Egypt is a symbol that is ruled by a Babylonian spirit. And we see it is in Babylon where Daniel, Shadrach, and Abednego were. When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were told to bow down to the image, when they hear the music of the lyre, they were to bow down to the image. You see, the devil wants his image to be worshipped. Instruments had already been made. They had already been forged. There were prayers of the music. So he wanted a dancer and a worshiper. So that's why Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said, we cannot do that because it was not a music of God. The instruments are not from God. The prayers are not of God. They want you to be forced into the singing to the worship of the enemy. So it was just devil's scheme to capture or steal the mind of men so that they may deviate from the worship, the true worship of God. So the devil has been seeking for these dancers and these worshippers. So when God told Moses, when they are in the land of Egypt, as they came out of Egypt, every woman will go and ask for gold and silver and clothing. Not a musical instrument. God was very specific. Ask for gold and silver and clothing, no musical instrument to be carried. So when they got out of slavery, when they crossed the Red Sea, they burst into singing. They sang. After they sang, now Miriam and all other women took tambourines and started dancing and started singing. So Miriam was a vessel that the devil took advantage of her, because remember Miriam was the one who was as a mediator between Moses when he was a baby and the daughter of Pharaoh. So Miriam has got some traits of a Babylonian spirit. So they were told to carry only gold and silver. So where did these tambourines that they were using to dance came from? Remember, God has been cautioning people not to add anything that he has told you not to carry. Remember, Abraham added Lot, and Lot became a problem. Anything you add, which God has not told you, it shall bring a problem to you. So these women, they had tambourines, and it's not God who had told them to carry those tambourines, because it would be a trap to carry those things. So when they sang the worship of God, that was the song of Moses, that song, there were no playing of instruments. But later on, Miriam took tambourine and all women followed. There was a division. Women are doing it alone. And the fellowship of God is a combination of man, children. Everyone is involved. But here there is a division. Remember, the devil has caused a division. He is the one who causes division among brethren. So Miriam has another spirit of division, but he is coming in form of dancing and singing. You may think that it is from God, but it is the devil to capture these people to divert from the true worship. They had already been told after 3 days' journey, they will worship God. They will offer sacrifices. But this dancing of Miriam made them to forget they are supposed to do worship. They forgot. So there was no water. They started complaining. This is a devil's scheme. Secular music, it comes like an age of right, but it is to trap you from the worship of the true God. We see as they continue again with the journey, we see now Aaron, another person. Remember, he had who gave him the skill to tell them, now bring the gold that you have. And he made a calf, gods of an idol, a golden calf. He told them to bring the gold. The devil is after the gold. He wants to make an image of gold of gold that you may worship that image. Aaron was also in Egypt. He had been followed by that Babylonian spirit. We have learned from the first statement that Tubal-Cain was a forger of instruments. And now Jabal was the father of those who pray. So now we see Aaron is forging this golden calf. Where he has gotten that skill, no one knows, because God has not already given his skill. He gave it later on as they continued. But what Aaron is doing, he took it and made an altar, and they started worshiping the golden calf. Look, the golden calf and the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar made, there is a similarity. They started dancing. They started praying. Moses was told to go down because the people have sinned against God. And Joshua did not understand the sound of the music. So Moses is telling Joshua, that is the sound of singing that I am hearing. When he went down, he saw the people dancing and singing. They are singing the music of the devil. They have gotten into the devil worship. That is the plan of the devil. That's why the secular music was instituted by the devil, so that he may divert people from the true worship of God. God told Moses, it is you to do what is right in my eyes. Notice what is right in your eyes. That makes the difference. Do what is right in the eyes of God, not what is right in your own eyes. This is what brings the difference. That's why God is telling Moses, remove this. There is a speck. Remove the speck that the rock that is inside of your eyes, so that you may be able to remove the speck that is in your brother's eye. So Aaron was a speck in the ministry of Moses. Miriam was a rock. They had been stationed there to divert people from the true worship. So they went again with the journey. And you see, the worship of the devil go hand in hand in sex, whoring, and drinking of wine. So when they went to another place at the Shittim, the daughters and the young men of the Israelites, they started doing whorings, drinking that the things they were doing. So mine was to tell you the secular music was introduced by the devil to divert you from the true worship of God. Beware